Hello. Wanted to share something that how unpredicted life is. It is constant surprise. There's no knowing. It's not fixed. Life is boundless, and anything can happen or appear to happen. So strangely, this body have been most of its life, around 40 years, vegan or vegetarian or plant-based mainly. There have been periods of eating chicken fillet when was doing fitness. Couple of years, 5 or so, but also at the end doing fitness, being vegan, eating vegan protein powders and so on. And then didn't understand why getting different damages in the body from the exercise. I started to have traumas here and there, and they didn't seem to recover also. And I didn't seem to have as much energy anymore. And just used caffeine or different BCAA, I say in Estonian language, BCAA maybe in English. Also with caffeine to get energy, to do good performance in the gym, no matter that the body was actually exhausted of something. It was exhausted of being in inflammation, exhausted of being constantly sick. The gut health went slowly worse and worse and worse. Over the years, we have tried so many different things to heal, apart from this traditional medicine, because it just put the bandage on, suppresses the symptoms and so on. And we were trying to heal with the food, and food is your medicine, or part of your medicine, they say. Yeah, literally, we tried everything. We did DNA tests, we eliminated gluten, milk, caffeine, the things that this body called can't eat. Otherwise, there are very dangerous consequences happening, and they were already starting to happen secretly, slowly, silently. And doing fasting, ordering thousands of euros costs of supplements monthly, following different diets. We were cooperating with functional medicine doctors. The last one was from Finland, who was focusing for the gut problems. And we have got all of them short period of relief, and then it's basically the same. No energy, pains in the gut, can't eat anything, bloating. constant low energy, mood swings, headaches, heat waves. These are just some symptoms. Also did food intolerance test that showed that many ingredients what we were eating daily are causing big reaction inside the body. The food is inflammation for the body, and there can be foods that have a higher reaction happening or causing the bigger reaction for the body that body doesn't tolerate, and so there is constant inflammation, and body can't do anything else than to try to recover. But 5 times a day or 3 times a day, you constantly feed it again and again and again. So and this body is not 20 anymore, or 5 years old or 10 years old when it seemingly was able to manage all that. So basically 40 years vegan, and now eating only meat 3 times a day, a couple of weeks. Although strictly carnivore few days, or like some days keto or ketovore and some days carnivore, but now last I don't know how many days, maybe week or so, strictly carnivore. Who could imagine that this body is not used to eat meat, and it's adjusting to that diet, apparently, trying to find the most comfortable for the mouth, for the teeth, for the taste, most comfortable meats to eat. What have changed? Everything, and so quickly. Actually, from the day one when I started with cutting off grains, if you had heard the sentence "no grain, no pain," and there was instant relief. Within one day there was losing weight 1 kilo, next day half kilo, third day half kilo, and that haven't been my goal at all. I don't care how much this body weighs. In the story it had a meaning, and it couldn't love itself when it wouldn't lose the weight, but anyway it wasn't never enough, so mission impossible. Nowadays no one cares how much there is body weight, there is love for each size, so to speak. It doesn't matter. But the body wants to feel good, don't want to feel pain, constant tiredness, 24/7, days by days, weeks by weeks, months by months, years by years. Although also in the story there have been a couple of infections or illnesses from this COVID that directly seem to damage even more the gut health, where is 90% of serotonin produced. So if your gut is in inflammation, feed it constantly with grains, oxalates, that sticks to the gut wall and causes inflammation. So even if you win the lottery, you can't feel the happiness, because there is gut is sick. It can't produce serotonin, and 90% is coming from the gut. So lots of neurological illnesses also, and many illnesses are related with the gut. So although our diet was already limited, restricted, so many things were out, we still had troubles. So when the body have suffered enough, it have been almost dead. I thought I die, that the body will die when the situation was the worst. But it seems it didn't die, but it felt like this way, which would be okay, which would be just what's happening apparently. But yeah, body is constantly driven to feel warm, full, not hungry, wants to get rid of the pain and so on. So yeah, somehow this information about carnivore diet came, like the non-duality topic came, and actually I think 1 month ago I was spinning the eyes when hearing that someone is eating only meat, like because this body have learned and also have finished nutritionist school, I don't know how to say it, is educated about that topic, and we are educated that the food pyramid, what to eat, and that's a bullshit. These bodies have been eating meat millions of years. These bodies have evolved, survived ice ages and so on. And agriculture is only 10,000 years old, and skeletons that have found before that, like 12,000 years ago, they didn't have any these kind of illnesses that we have today, which brought this new food, which these bodies are not made to digest. They can't digest plants like cows can, and so on. So yeah, that if you have only one side of information about something, then you think that this is the truth. You have heard it from mom, from teachers, from TV, from doctors, from newspapers, and so on. But somehow people get sicker and sicker and sicker. And now, watching these videos of carnivores, many doctors being carnivores, having their own channels, people are giving the feedback who have got rid of depression, diabetes 1, diabetes 2, cancers, anxiety, sleeping problems, weight problems, autism, dementia, Alzheimer, Tourette syndrome, schizophrenia, so many different things that this diet have helped. So whoever have struggled like years going to different doctors and still no one knows, or no one can fix something, I don't know, maybe you have constant diarrhea or constant constipation, or constant tiredness, or constant pain, joint pains, and so on, then why not? What you have to lose to try this for 1 week? People are afraid of where you get fiber, where you get vitamins, minerals. You don't need a fiber. And fiber can be very bad even if you have gut issues. And you get all vitamins from the meat. And when you don't eat plants, you don't need vitamin C. At least not as much. So in carnivore you can eat like meat, different kind of meats, mostly fatty and red, fish, chicken, although they don't say that chicken is something, it's not so nutritious. So milk, fatty milk products, eggs, but these are out from our menu right now, at least. Maybe one day we can take eggs back. Probably not milk, and probably never grains. Although I miss my homemade buckwheat, organic bread with seeds and garlic. Now when thinking about eating something like that, I have already panic attack inside the stomach. The brain and gut axis connection. Is working, and before it didn't. I didn't understand why something makes me so sick when I eat, because it was healthy, it was organic. Yeah, I didn't plan to talk about this. It just came out, how unpredicted the life is. It never goes as you plan. God will laugh at your plans. Not that there is any God. Just saying. Yeah, you may do the plans for a week, for months, for years, for your life, but you don't know what's going to happen next second. You might be dead. You might be sick. You might win the lottery. You might lose the house or someone close, whatever, and that can change everything. So all this neurosity or anxiety about future that will never come, that there is no future, is so pointless, so empty, meaningless. And not that there is some choice, that anyone have a choice to have this anxiety, these worrying thoughts about apparent future. That is just what's happening apparently. No one's doing anything. No one's choosing to be vegan, or no one's chooses to start eating only meat. There's no one doing anything. I have no idea. Do I adapt fully to this diet? Because right now still body learns to eat meat, so to speak, or learns to start to love it, because this body haven't never loved or chose meat to eat. Was naturally from the born vegan. All the moms try to hide something inside the food, like doing meat broth, vegan soup, or something like that. And I had lots of health problems when I was young. No wonder why. Now it makes all sense. yeah. Not that this message, radical non-duality message, so-called, is not popular. Now it's even more unpopular, at least from Ere, because it loses all vegan followers. But Ere doesn't care. There are no people, there are no choices. No one chooses anything to stay strictly to some diet because of some belief, or to change diet just because it wants to get helped or healed or feel good. It's all naturally occurring by itself, choicelessly. And that's all beautiful. That's all colors of rainbow. Life is miraculous, wild, untamed, free, to appear as whatever. And it's not appearing to anyone, because there is no one. There is just life. Even this feeling of being someone, this illusion of separateness, is also life. Life appearing as two, appearing as this illusion, appearing as dream, which is perfectly full. It's complete as it is. No idea if this video is going up. Just wanted to do some sharings, and I have usually I have this empty impulse without any thought, any idea what to talk about. Just finding a corner where to record something undisturbed. Oh yeah, having in couple of weeks meeting in Estonia, but it's in Estonian language for Estonians. And here have been last summer it was 2, this summer 2, the idea to do the meeting in English in Estonia, but to organize something by myself seems too much work, and this body is so lazy and it has no need or want to share this or to talk about this, but still loving to do it apparently. But yeah, if there is a couple of people who would like to come to Estonia for the meeting, day or 2 or whatever, we can do it in August. Just let me know. Give me impulses, give me drive to organize something. So yeah, because this communications comes out when there is openness, when there are questions asked about this. Otherwise it's just simply life. No one thinks about non-duality. There is no non-duality. It's just a label. For something that can't be talked about. Something that is not separate. Something that is already, and this something is actually nothing. It's nothing appearing as something. It is empty. Appears to be full. Full on life, full on aliveness. And so free, so limited, so unbound that can appear as anything because it's unconditional. Ciao.